Toolkits for user innovation. What are they?
What Toolkits is saying, listen, we've seen that users come up with functionally novel innovations. They are responsible for over half the major innovations in the world. How can we help them innovate? So yes, finding them after they have innovated is great, but how can we actively help them do their job in the innovation process? So when we looked at users and what they needed, they were clearly better at manufacturers at understanding their own user needs. And they were in their own systems of use. They understood if they were trying to get into kite surfing. They understood all sorts of things about the context, tricks that they wanted to do, that the manufacturer had no clue about.
There is a real asymmetry there.
That's right. Users are working out their needs and their solutions simultaneously. Something we can talk about another time about need-solution pairs. The thing is that users are better equipped to understand what they want to do, but oftentimes they're less well equipped with the tools to do it. So as a tennis player, I may understand what I want in the nature of a racket better than the racket producer, but the manufacturing engineers in a racket producer are better at actually building the racket. So this is a problem, right? Same problem with heart-lung machines. The surgeon knows better what he's trying to do, but he's not the best at pump design and so on. So this is where toolkits come in. What you're trying to do in a toolkit is enable the user to innovate on the subset of tasks where his knowledge really counts. And you're trying to automate or hide those things which do not benefit from user insight. Let me illustrate. Everybody knows about a backyard deck. Well, householders who want a deck will know a lot about the activities that they want to carry out on that deck. Do I want a barbecue? Do I want a room for 10 people, 15 people, 3 people? They know that. The producer has no idea. So a toolkit offers the user just the top surface of the deck so that the user can arrange the functional surface. That's where that user's special skill comes in of knowing the needs.
Because in a user market, there is an infinite variety of, there's different possibilities.
That's right.
That the producer wouldn't account for.
That's right. But once the user has said what that top surface should look like, there are tons of things the user does not know, namely how many cement piers to put down, how thick the lumber should be to make that deck strong enough. That can be automated. So I say, make me a deck surface like this, and then all these things that I would have to do if the toolkit were not there, like learn structural engineering to figure out how to make the deck so it'll stand up, those problems are gone. My job as a designer has been made easier. Now, inevitably, toolkits will end up limiting you. Because what if you want to make a deck with curves on it or something like that, and the thing only supports straight? Well, what happens is lead users come in and they develop new toolkits that have the new attributes. An example is Frank Gehry. Frank Gehry wanted to make curves, as you know, the famous architect. His buildings involve curves. Standard architectural toolkits, CAD toolkits, involve just straight lines. So Frank Gehry went to Dassault, an aircraft manufacturer, where they make curved objects, and modified their CAD into architectural CAD that could be used to make curved buildings. And then that became quite general. So yes, toolkits have limits. As soon as you make it easier for somebody to do something, you also introduce limits. But over time, lead users change the toolkits as well. And the net result of this is that user innovation gets more effective and professional We are engineering the system by which users can create generally useful, really competent innovations.
So the producer understands how to make a product better, has the capabilities to do that. The user better understands the need. And the toolkit builds a bridge between those two.
Exactly right. And the whole point of this engineering exercise is, because we now understand how important user innovation is, we want to build the economy and the innovation process to take it into account and support it.